So, on my JTV channel, one of the most frequent things people ask me for is dating advice. I'm not really sure why, maybe because most of the viewers are male and clueless, but I decided to compile my top 5 rules for dating. Rule number 1, don't be a fucking flake. If you make plans with someone, follow through. Time is precious to all of us, so have some respect for your fellow human being and respect theirs. If you're not going to make it to a date, if you're not going to call, if there's anything that you said you were going to do that you're not going to do, let them know. Just because they have a ceramic cat fetish or you think your dog won't like them is not an excuse to not respond. Don't just cut off all contact or avoid them, because chances are the next time you see them in the street, they're going to punch you in the face. Rule number 2, don't fuck on the first date, or the second date, or the third date. Women want to be treated with respect. We want to be courted. We want you to want to be with us because we're the fucking crazy person that we are, not just for the use of our vagina. Ladies, you need to make him work for it. It's like when you were a kid and you misbehaved. You didn't get dessert after dinner. Giving him sex before he deserves it is like getting dessert before you eat dinner. Yes, gentlemen, I understand. You have needs. You have testosterone. You have a working penis. And if a woman is happy to get on her knees or get into your bed, then why not take advantage? Because that makes you an asshole. Rule number 3, don't be a stalker. I'm talking to you ladies and maybe some gentlemen, but you don't need to send 5 text messages for every 1 text message you receive. As I said before, we're all busy and it's a fact of life. But unfortunately, unless you're his wife or his baby mama, he doesn't have any obligation to drop everything he's doing to text you back. Now, despite the fact that you want to think that you're on his mind 24 hours a day, you're not. He's building a career. He's playing hockey. He's banging the neighbor. Just because he hasn't responded within the hour doesn't mean he's not interested. It just means he's busy. So unless you're the kind of girl who texts while having sex, chill the fuck out. Rule number 4, some things should only be shared on a need-to-know basis. Your boyfriend cares about how heavy your flow is about as much as you care about how often he farts. There are some things in life that are better left unsaid. I'm not saying that he shouldn't know when you're on your period, but please spare him the details. Gentlemen, we also don't need to know how firm your shit was the last time you took a crap. And for God's sake, can you please flush the toilet? Rule number 5. This one's probably going to offend some of you. And if you're easily offended, you can just turn this off now. Once you're in a relationship, that's not an excuse to let yourself go. Let's be honest here. If you met your boyfriend or girlfriend and they were 30 pounds heavier, dressed like a slob, and were just overall unattractive to you, you wouldn't have dated them in the first place. The first thing you notice about someone is how they look. That's what builds the initial attraction. So why fuck that up? If you had a 6-pack, a healthy lifestyle, and were fucking hot as shit, why would you want to stop being like that? Come on! Do you not realize that you are depriving your significant other of all the yumminess that you were when you started dating? The exact thing that attracted them to you in the first place? And even if you don't see that as rational reasoning as to why you shouldn't let yourself go, what does that say about your self-respect if you're willing to turn into a slob? I'm not saying that these things are the be-all and end-all of a relationship. Nobody wants to date a fat, slobby stalker. And if they are dating you, there's a good chance that they just got out of jail and you're the first pussy they've seen in 10 years.